Hi guys, you are watching Go IT Center, and this video is going to be very important because in 10 minutes we will cover entire Docker, that how the Docker works and what is Docker and how we can deploy the application over the Docker. In 10 minutes we will cover each and everything, and in 10 minutes you will become from zero to hero. So let's start the video. So first of all, you need a Ubuntu server, or you can install Ubuntu desktop as well, and you can install Debian as well. These are the most popular system and that are most feasible for us and using throughout the world. So we have the new Ubuntu machine, and I have recently installed the new Ubuntu and server is ready in order to install the Docker. So if you don't know how to install the Ubuntu over the VMware XSI or virtual machine or any system, if you don't know how to install Linux, how to install Ubuntu, so I have already created video on this, and I'm going to put the link in the description so you can go through that. So once you have the fresh Ubuntu server, then let me bigger the screen because it will be more convenient for you so that you can visualize in a better way. Let me change the setting. This is putty, and you can change the settings like appearance, and then you have to move inside the changes and then select 20. That's more than enough. Apply, and now I think it is clearly visible to you. So now I think we have to go onto the Chrome browser. Then if you go onto the Chrome browser and just type Docker install in Ubuntu. So you will get a link of Docker Hub or Docker documentation. You have to just click on that, and it is very much simple. And basically, Docker is basically virtualization over virtualization. Like on VMware EXSI and other software, you just create a VM and then start working. So inside the Docker, you always create a tiny container, and these tiny containers are pretty much lightweight and particularly designed for the respective application, and basically you design for the respective application. So I will show you right now. So first of all, we need to install Docker. So here we have the complete documentation of Docker and installing method, and then you have to install using apt repository, and then you have to copy this and then come on to the putty, hit enter. So you can see that it is working. So it will take a little time, and because it will install the Docker and update the repositories, so it will take a little time. Let me smaller the screen little till that time. 16, I think it is good. Figure it out. Yeah, 16. That's it. So that's good. Now, after executing this command, you have to go onto the Chrome browser, and then you have to go for the second command, and then you have to copy, and after that you have to paste it. Hit yes, and then move on to the second command. And the second command is Docker status. So once it is installed, we have to check out the status, and we have to confirm that status is running. So wait for a while. It is being installed. Done. Docker status. So Docker is running. So everything is running good. And now Docker is ready. So let me show you the images, Docker images, and my typing mistake. Sorry for that. Docker images. This is the basic command. So you don't have any image right now. And if we check out the Docker container, so Docker PS is basically will show you the container which is running. So if any container is dead or exited mode, then definitely it will not show here. In order to do so, you have to type Docker PS minus A. So you can see that we don't have any Docker, we don't have any image. Now we are going to download any image or Docker in front of you. I'm going to do it, and let's download the Ubuntu image full Ubuntu. column version 24.04. So once you type it, and you have to type docker pull. Then once you type in the docker pull command, it will check out on your local system, and one if it is not get on your system, definitely it will jump onto the docker hub and it will download from there and put it on your system. So you can see that we have downloaded almost a new version of Ubuntu 24.04. If you download through the internet, it will take a couple of hours, couple of minutes depending on your internet speed. But apart from that, we have downloaded a image of Ubuntu 24.04. So how pretty much lightweight it is, because it has been downloaded instantly in front of you. So this is the beauty of Docker. Basically, we have less services, uh, light container, and better speed. So this is the beauty of basically Docker. So let me check out the images. Docker images. So we have one image. Now we have to run this image. I'm going to run this image in front of you, and we are going to deploy one application in front of you. I will deploy one application in front of you. And after that, you will be completely able to operate with the Docker, and you can deploy the Docker in your own infrastructure. So let's start the first command. Docker run -it, and then you have to give the port, because we will install the application like Apache, and Apache always operate onto the port 80. So I'm going to give you a demonstration of Apache, that how we can deploy that, and you can follow the same guideline and you can deploy your own application. It's just in this through this video you will get familiar with the Docker, and you will have complete idea from 0 to 100 that what is going on inside the Docker and how we can deploy our application. So I'm going to show you a pretty much lightweight application, Apache 2. I'm going to deploy in front of you, and it will work because by exposing the ports. So we have to expose the ports, and once the ports expose, you will see that you can open the Apache on your main terminal, and application will run. And here the name of the application is the Apache. So we are going to run the Apache in front of you. You can apply your own application over here, like Zimra, Nextcloud, whatever application you want, you can deploy over here. You can deploy over here and start your working. So Docker run -a, then you have to expose the port. After that, you have to copy the image ID here, and bash. So that's it. You can see that ports has been exposed, and now we need to install the Apache. So I'm going to install the Apache in front of you. Apt install Apache 2. Give me a second. Let me check out the Apaches. I think there is some mistake. Let me check out. Give me 1 minute. So guys, I found it. Basically, I forgot to update the container because we have installed the Ubuntu, and after the installation, you always require to update the container. So let's update it. And now all is done. And now we have to install the Apache 2. So you can see that Apache is being installed in front of you. Now check out the service. So Apache 2 service is not running. You have to start it. Now the service has been started. So all is good. Let me check the status again. And Apache 2 is running. Now we have to exit it. Keep remember after the exit, on the first time, Docker container will be stopped. So you have to run the Docker container. So Docker PS, you will get nothing, because if something is dead or something is in exited mode, you have to find out through the Docker PS minus A. Docker PS minus A, and here it is. So you have to run the Docker, and once you start the service, so Docker will keep running until unless you are going to restart your machine. And once you restart it, then definitely your Docker will be stopped and you have to start it. And if you want to keep running your Docker even after the restart of your machine, so you can check out the script for that. And it is pretty much single line restart command. You can check onto the ChatGPT, or you can Google it and you can put it. So whenever your machine will restart, Docker will start automatically. So it's not a big deal. So once you get complete idea, definitely you can do it by yourself. So Docker start and then container name. So it is very easy. Docker is basically very easy, and DevOps field is very easy basically. And if you like this video, and if you want to create, if you want that I should create a video on Kubernetes as well, so mention in the comment section and forward to your family and friends. If I get good response on this video, I will create video on Kubernetes as well, similarly as and as simple as like Docker. So these are not a big deals. Basically, mostly the tutorials that are available onto the internet, usually creator creates in a very hard way. Although these things are very simple and easy, so there is no rocket science. So let's now you have to start it. Now Docker has been started. Now it will keep running. If you exit the Docker and if you exit the machine, so it will keep running, but it will be stopped once you restart your machine. Now, most importantly, after this Docker PS, so the container is running, so it will be inside this. And let's go. Once we when we were start the container, so if you remember that we ran this command, and now I have to go inside this Docker. So how we can go there? So there is no, so when you want to enter inside the container after the configuration, so there is no need to put the expose port, no need to write the ports, and no need to write run. Their command will be simple command. So you have to enter a simple command. Let me show you. Docker execute -it. -it means interactive mode, and then you have to put this container ID, and then so let me check out the service of Apache 2. If it is not running, we have to start it. Apache status. So Apache status is not running. Basically, we shut it down the container by exiting it. So let's start the Apache 2 service, and now it is done. So now it's a time of testing. So we have to test it, and let me show you. So it's time to test it. So basically we have to type the IP address of the physical machine, and then let me show you the IP address ifconfig. So we have to run this command. If you are facing the same issue, whenever you type ifconfig in Windows, we have ipconfig, and Ubuntu on Linux we have ifconfig. So In order to run this command, you need to install just apt. It's just extra knowledge. Apt install net dash tools. So it will be installed within a second and done. So let me show you the IP address of my physical machine, and we have exposed the container to the port 8080. So I will show you that we have successfully deployed the application. Let me show you ifconfig. Let me show you the IP address. I know it. I know my IP address, but I'm going to show you. So the IP address is basically 202. You can see that this is the IP address of my machine. So let's go on to this, and we have to test it. 192.168. 168, and 10.02 column 80. So you can see that we have successfully deployed the application Apache in front of you. In this similar way, you can, or through the same way forward, you can deploy Zimra, your email server. You can deploy uh, Nextcloud. You can deploy a different type of stuffs, and you can deploy any application onto the Docker through this way forward. And you can follow the same technique, and you can apply the same method onto the Docker. You can deploy various type of applications. So I think now you have the complete idea regarding the Docker, how we can deploy it, how we can install it, and how we can work it. And if you like this video, mention in the comment section. I will create one more video onto the Kubernetes for you guys. Thank you.